So I'm going to be as real as possible. Don't mind my look because I'll try my best to say this video and speak straight from my heart. So in the past 2 weeks or a week now, there's this voice that keep resonating from within, and it's all about numbers. And when I get to say number, I mean so often we think like being married is ultimate for procreation. Let me use the simplest English I can, but even as I'm doing this video, I might get to use every word that comes into my mind because I am not trying to like use the English that won't be passive, like to understand it, but I want to make it as real and as me as possible. So there's this understanding about marriage having to do with procreation, and when I say procreation, it has to do with having children. And for the past a week, I'll say now, I have this strong feeling within that resonates within me, making me to understand that number of children in marriage don't really matter. Like, I'll point some facts to why I'm saying this. Like, I'll give my little explanation on why I'm saying number of children don't matter. Number of children don't matter because sometimes we have this mindset of I'm married, I want to have 7 children, I want to have 3 children, I want to have 4, I want to have 6, even 10, depend. And more often, it seems like so long you conceive, you don't have difficulty in conception, married to be precise, you can give birth to as many children that you and your husband get to have along the way, and like so on. I won't be disclosing this person because this person has to do with my personal relation. So once told me that if it was possible, she would have like 10 children, but along the line something came up and that led to her having just numbers, not up to 10. So to what I've noticed, it has nothing to do with number of children. Like the number of children you have married has nothing to do with the outcome of your life as a mother, as a father, or as an individual. Because most times these children are definitely going to grow up and focus on their path. Like you don't expect the fathers who are having like 8, 9, 10 children that they're all going to be around you while you grow as an aging mother or as an aging father. Most of the time, these children get to go their own ways, choose the path of life. Some might be in the same country with you, some might be far off. But I think in all of this number of children, notwithstanding, what really matters is who gets to be by you as a lowest, as a father, as a mother. Like who end up having you as a priority in their life in all of this number of children you may have. Sometimes you might even have like 1 or even 2, depending. And I think it doesn't really have nothing to do with numbers. Because to all I've seen in the past 1 week, I've come to realize that numbers in marriage or numbers of children you have nothing to do with who will take care of you. Or like the more you have children, the more you have people to be by you at your lowest. Why am I saying this? Because most of the time, these children, no matter the numbers you had or you tend to have as parent, tend to also go their own way, like looking for their own path in life, trying to stand, have stability to life, maybe married, family, responsibility, all that comes along the way. But most of the time, I think our mindset, our thought should not be based on the number of children. I think my own communication is centered on the number of children you have has nothing to do with who is going to be by you. Like the more you have your children, the more you have a lot of hands or blood or your children to be by you at the lowest or take care of you. Let me use the label word, take care of you at your lowest, or when you're growing old or when you're sick or you're dying bed. I think it's far from that because most of the time it doesn't happen the way we think. And let's be gender specific. In the aspect of gender, most of the time as well, it happens to be that the female gender are more of help, like of support system to parents, mostly to the aging parents. Why am I using the female gender space? Because female, I'm not trying to be biased, we tend to be more emotional. We tend to see life from a way of being like being relatively passive. Like we tend to put our life forward to go on the extreme to like make things right for our aging parents. Even when we're not all of that, like we want to be financially buoyant or whichever way, we tend to do more for our parents while they grow. Financial wise, care wise, if you are close by, like the relationship is so strong compared to the male. Like the male aspect of brothers in the family or sons in the family, they tend to always want to look for their own parts. You see, they focus on their family. I have my wife, I have my children, I have my responsibility. But even with the females, when you have your husband, you have your children, or most of the time you're not married or you are single or whichever way as a female folks you are, we tend to always have this mother-father mindset of how is my mommy doing, how is my father doing, how can I be of help, how can I? But when it comes, except if the female is not opportune enough to like be of help. But in most cases, we as the female gender, we tend to want to reach out to our mother, like to our aging mother, to our aging father, to our families, even to friends. Like we just want to like be all out for them, whichever way we can that best describe it. So in all of this, I've come to realize, going back to where we started from, that it has to do with gender, or yeah, it has to do with numbers. Like, and yes, it has to do with gender. I would also say because if peradventure, let's go from the Bible aspect, when God said, "I will make you a father of nations," God didn't end up giving Abraham a female child. Of course, we all understand the story that Abraham ended up having Isaac, a male child, in his old age. So it has to do with, okay, I mentioned to say that as Isaac grew old, because we don't know, we didn't get to understand if mother was alive or not. Sarah, we know, probably should have passed. With Abraham still alive, looking for a wife, through the help of the servants for Isaac to have, a procreation, like a generation that continues on. I'm not sure that Isaac totally neglected the father because he was a male gender or he was among the male folks. I would say no. So I'm not trying to relate my own opinion to the women take care of their aging parents more. No. But I said in most of the time, as in most cases, it happens to be that we women, we are all out for our aging parents, we are all out for our parents more than the brothers we think we have or the sons our parents they have. Because more often, this family of ours, you see them, even why they have like all girls, they tend to want to have boy. But promise me that every family see the importance of having a son. Same is it when you have more boys and there's no girl. Like every family is trying to fit that void of not having a particular gender. So I think it becomes very balanced when at the end of the day, the parent have like a boy, a girl. Let's say peradventure for 2 boys, 2 girls, 3 boys, 1 girl. So let it just be a strike and balance thing, like there's boy, there's girl to fill in the gap. But along the way, we come to understand that while we're all grown, the female gender, like we ladies, we women, we tend to reach out more to our aging parents than the men. Do you understand? So this brings me back to numbers. Like the number of children has nothing to really do with who will be there for you. Outside the gender aspect, that's why I made my emphasis to Abraham. Why Abraham had Isaac. I'm not sure Isaac was not there for the father. So it doesn't have to do with the gender. Like emphasizing on gender not being like it may not be there for. So I think it has to do with all bringing have to do with stability. It has to do with the unity in the home, with the growing and with the everything that would have led to maybe the 1 or 2 persons or the other gender may not reach out to their parents. So I think it's all about finding stability. So in the number of children not having to be the big deal is my own point is because in the past 1 week I happened to have experienced something, and this thing, like someone always tell me that if I've had the opportunity, I would have loved to have like 10 children. So blessed her memory, blessed her because I say she lives on. I think from my own understanding, it has nothing to do with numbers. Because at the end of the day, on your lowest, God have mercy that you are never down, you are never sick, you are never needing of anybody to come around to help you, because you won't need help as much, except there's something like health issues that you need someone to help you on this, on help you on that. So God forbid of that, being strong. I think coming to your children, it has to do with the gender, because most often, to my understanding, everybody's just trying to get a balance, strike their balance, focus on their family, their responsibility, and if peradventure you have your opportunity not to have like 1, 2, 3 or 4 persons coming back for you as my mom, as my dad, to take care of you, to do everything like at your lowest for you, I think you should thank God. But most often it has to do with gender. It has to do with gender. And I think it should be something every child takes in to heart. Like, because I feel in a world where everybody's trying to get it together, put things right, with responsibility and be here and there, I think we should try to strike the balance of why we still have our parents with us. Let's try in all we do to be available. Let's try in all of our busy schedule to make ourselves available for them. Availability have not all to do with personal presence. Availability can go in cash. Availability can go in kind. Availability can go in presence as well. If you are close by, try and be close to your mother, your father, your aging parents, your grandparents, if there are any, and love them in that moment. They are still here. Because someday, like we all sojourner in the world, when they are gone, you really feel it, because somehow it comes to you like a pain. Like a strong reminder, like if I've done this, or I wish I did better, or I wish I was more present, I wish I was really, some of these things at the time come back to us as guilt. Because most times it's not all about the funding. At times you might not be financially buoyant, fine, but your presence, your love, your care in that lowest moment they are, what you do then is like heaven on earth today. Is everything today. It's everything today. Let's not end up regretting we should have done this better, or we shouldn't have done it in this way we did it. So I don't want to go into depth, like it's personal though. It's personal, but my one prayer is God. May we not think that numbers have to do with care as a parent. Why growing up, not as children, so that we are growing old, we did no. Having children and until your aging days has nothing to do with numbers. It has everything to do with individual hearts, like a kind heart. You take a kind heart to know that this is my father, this is my mother. I want to do this for them. Okay, since I'm opportunity to be in this position, I want to sacrifice this for them. I want to make this memory with them. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be with them in this time of their life. They take the heart of individual as a child, even as family and friends. Because most times this video is quite long, but I don't want to be too long. Because most time, somehow, even your family, like your blood relative, tends to like don't care in your lowest. And let's not see it as a world where we're all chasing after self and forgetting to reach out to our loved ones. And who are these loved ones? To people that were once there for us, we were nothing. Like talking about your parents, talking about your sisters, your brother, that were like people that were there. I really mean they were there when we were in our lowest. So while we are all busy, scatter here and there, come what busy schedule you might have in place, let's try and remember our loved ones. Let's try to always reach out to our loved ones the best possible we can. Cash, kind, presence, and what best you can give, just give, because it's a world where everybody think I have lots, like I take care of a lot already, like I have my responsibility to deal with. I don't have all that. I can't do this, I can't share from this, I don't have money, I can't no, it really pains me that sometimes everything is not money, but sometimes it has to do with your presence, it has to do with love, it has to do with care, like it has to do with your availability. somehow this strengthens our aging parents to live even more longer. But when the presence is not there, when there is more of neglect than your presence, you see, it tends to weaken them. And of course, why should they be here? So let's not live to regret when they're long gone. Like, we should have done better. You understand? Let's always put our best, if we're not close by, financial wise, material, whichever way we can, to be there for them. And for those that are very close, like to your parents, to your siblings, like you really have this relationship, like that very good relationship with them. I think you should be close. Like, be close in the best possible way you can. Be close in the best possible way you can. And don't forget, your aging as parent have nothing to do with the number of children you have. Because God forbid, if you're not lucky enough in your old age, the sum of parent children, if you sum it up, might neglect you. Or probably if you're lucky enough, one might be there and want you, like, you're not living here, you're going to be here, and want to do everything to just make you here, like stay and be all that they want to stay around them all their life. But nevertheless, let's try not to face our heart, our mind, or our thoughts on conclusion on having more children have everything to do with you being loved and cared for when you're aging as a mother or the father. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do as the heart. It has everything to do with individual personality trait, and from a kind heart, among all of these, sometimes even if it's just one child like Isaac you have, they may be all that you need. So it has nothing to do with numbers. It has everything to do with individual. So this is my opinion, and this is my own point of view from experience. So let's plan maritally, have the number of children you want to have. If you feel like you want them more, you can take care of them. But don't let your mind or your heart be built on when you're aging, they'll be there for you. No. And if you're lucky enough that they're all there for you, they also think it has to do with the family thing, like the family setting from upbringing. Maybe there's love and unity and all of that. They could be there for you. But when it comes to a surviving thing, like everybody's striving to be on their own path, to be everything they want to be, most of the time, our parents suffer neglect because it's the life they want to do for themselves. They are trying to do by themselves because there was never a proper structure. Understand, like a parental structure that made them all well able enough to stand and say, okay, mommy has done her part, daddy has done his part. I think it's more love and unity in the home, like more of a home that stands together as husband and wife, and the family setting, like the children seeing that unity and love in the family, frame from father and mother. My trigger that of having your children by you while you're old. But I think a home that is quite divided, where nobody really cares, except maybe dad alone or maybe mommy alone, most of this time, I think it doesn't really sit. So I think I'll call it a wrap from here. A lot is really happening in this world, and I won't say the crazy word, but let's try as much as possible to always like remember to take care of ourselves and not all of these children thing at the end of the day. When you really need them, they're not there. So it's a blessed word. I will use the word blessed and not a crazy word. So let me call it a wrap. I hope more of me come with time.